Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready War Room Edition. I am back as your host, Jim.
And I'm back also as your co-host, and Nate Dogg.
Could you just say you're like your host too? Like, do you have to be
No.
co-host? Can we be a host? Can you have two hosts?
Well,
I mean, you go to a restaurant, they have hostesses, and they're all the same, right?
whenever we get the beginning correct two times in a row, then we can try and figure out what we really are.
I mean, I hate feeling like you're beneath me. You're not. You're just co is not beneath. Co is shared.
Yeah,
It's like a co-pilot, but still, there's still even with a co-pilot, you tend to think that the pilot takes the burden, the bulk of the responsibilities.
Yeah, they don't say, "This is your co-pilot speaking from the cockpit." No, it's always, "This is your captain speaking from the cockpit."
Do they say that? I don't know. I haven't flown in a long time because of all this COVID nonsense.
I'll let you know in October.
Yeah, and I really want to take advantage of that. There's places I want to go right now, and Minnesota is one of them. Remember we talked about Minnesota?
So, get on to our first highlight. Let me tell you how this episode works.
Yeah, so this episode works because we let it work. No, if you have never watched this before, we're just a bunch of average veterans, and I know that sounds degrading to some people, but I don't mind being an average veteran because I'm not a sniper or special forces, or I don't get to. I'm going to do a commercial. I'm telling you, I'm dying to do a commercial. But we talk about some headlines, just like you as an average person would do. You know, you come home, you read the headline, and then you just make up a story because you don't have time to read the article or don't want to read the article. And that's what we do. But we're veterans because we've seen a lot, done a lot, so we know a lot. So we ready, Nate?
So did everybody get what we're doing? There's a lot of explaining to do this.
Yes. Attorney alleges suspicious actors who conspired to raid Capitol on January 6th never arrested. So, well, you know what we're talking about, right? The January 6th insurrection, right?
Isn't there a trial going on for this? Or was there? Or...
Dude, that's the good thing about all this. I don't think anybody really cares. Nobody's really paying attention.
No, absolutely.
I don't know why they're keeping this charade and this game going, but they are intensifying it because no one's paying attention, because what they're doing is not working. But this is the part. Remember, what's that guy's name? Was it Ray Epstein or something? What? No, Epstein's the other guy. Epps. What's his name?
I have no idea. I don't know.
It was like Ray Epps or something. The guy they have on video, telling let's storm the Capitol, doing all this stuff, and then whispering to some guy, and then the gates get removed, and like they have a whole thing breakdown of this. And then he ended up on the wanted list, and then all of a sudden he disappeared from the list, and then all of a sudden you got senators coming out clearing his name. Like, who the hell are you? Like, how do you know this guy? You know what I mean?
He works for him.
Exactly. And, he's not arrested. He's not on charges. He's not being held. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if nothing else, he's a valuable witness. He was there, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. I still can't get past these morons that keep calling this an insurrection. I just can't get past that.
Isn't there attorneys on both sides? Why don't they subpoena him and call him to testify?
Oh, no, there's not.
Oh, they don't have defense and prosecuting.
It's not a court case. This is not even a court case. It's just one of those congressional hearing things where they get to pick the people to put on the. And this is the first time the opposition has never got to put a person on. All of those people on there are Trump haters.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Trump haters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you can see the corruption here. You can see it.
Some people can't. They're blinded by...
Some people refuse to see it. It's not that they can't see it. They can see it. They just Trump haters too. They got Trump derangement syndrome so bad that they just want him out no matter what. And this is exactly what I told you. And I hate to bring this comparison up. It'll probably get problems on YouTube. I don't know. YouTubers are afraid to say stuff like that. But this is exactly what happened back in the Hitler days. It's exactly what happened. He managed to find a way to label a group of people so that he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to send all his goons in to do stuff. The people turned on these people. And they're the ones that turned him in, so his people just had to scoop him up. And yet everybody will tell you right now Hitler was bad. But they won't say the same thing about this establishment right now doing the exact same thing. It's the same pattern. Now, it hasn't reached the levels that Hitler took it, but it's early.
What do you mean? He's doing great things for this country.
Yeah, I know, right?
The Build Back Better plan, everything's getting better.
He's printed a lot of money for this
The
country.
Inflation Reduction Act. I don't know if I made that title up or not, but it's called something like that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, inflation's going down. 401ks are going up.
Yeah.
I saw a meme. It said, "Your 401k is now a 201k."
Did I tell you about the one that the meme said my mortgage identifies as a student loan?
Yeah, I've seen that one too. We were talking about what memes. I think in the last episode we were discussing memes.
I love memes.
Memes are all and they come so quick.
So, I heard a comedian talk about this real quick. He said jokes aren't funny unless there's an element of truth in them, which is why some of these late night hosts that just rag on Trump all day, most of those jokes aren't even funny because nobody can find an element of truth in them to make them funny. You know what I mean? Usually there's a little element of truth that makes it funny. It doesn't have to be completely true, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't even watch those idiots.
Yeah. So,
but let's watch. Have you watched any test scores?
No, but the national test scores drop, give more proof on how school lockdowns hurt America's poor the most.
So national. That's the whole country, right?
That's nation. Nation means national.
Test scores drop, but it's only the poor's test scores that were lowered.
Well, I don't know. You'd have to read the article because it may be
the
poor places in the nation. Or maybe it's the poor places that are bringing the scores down from the nation. I don't know.
Yeah, none of the middle class or none of the upper class areas, none of them scores dropped at all. Just the poor.
Oh, they did.
That's why,
of course, they did.
That's why I read this headline. Another way to sensationalize a class of people.
Racism. Yeah. That's what it is. It's all racism. But no, I could test firsthand because I had kids in the public school before I pulled them out. I pulled them out when they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to unmask them. They kept those face diapers on them. I pulled my kids out, but even though my kids suffered, they lost credits, their scores went down. The homeschool stuff or the online stuff was hard.
Yeah, that's because you're poor.
Yeah, I'm poor. I am considered reasonably poor. I mean, I'm trying to live off military pay, right?
So, yeah, well, you should have high-speed internet coming to you soon for free if you're poor.
Yeah, you got to tell the company to get it out here because it's not coming here. Well, which is why
it's one of those two plans that's got us coming. Build back better, or inflation. I don't know. I'm making names up, but
yeah, but these companies are pocketing money just like the solar people.
Let's
build a solar company, make billions of dollars. Let's pay all our executives, all our people, and then let the company collapse. Yeah. Or these morons. Let's make electric cars. Let's make everybody have an electric car, but tell them to turn off their electricity.
Yeah, don't plug it in. You might blow the grid. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? You all need electric cars, but you can't charge them.
Solar. But the government runs everything, so if they just stop buying gas, what are you left to do? I mean, now your gas car can't go anywhere either.
Oh yeah, well it's almost like the ammunition.
School lockdowns and scores.
Well, it's just we're making everybody stupid. That's what we're doing. We've already got stupid people in charge, and they're making the next generation stupid. So we're never going to be back.
Stupid people.
Yeah, well, this is interesting because number one, I don't ever watch this crap, but celebrities mentioned Biden 0 times during the Emmys.
Who cares? Biden's not an actor. Why would you mention him anyway? It's
right, and I'm curious if it's ever been done otherwise. I mean, I know they all bash Trump. They bash Trump, and I wonder if they even mentioned Trump in the Emmys. I should have read this article. I don't know.
Why? We make assumptions off of headlines. That's not part of our show.
Right. I don't even know what the Emmys are for. Music or is that movies? Is that
Emmys acting? I think, isn't it?
I don't know, dude. I don't watch that garbage. I think it's a bunch of rich people trying to celebrate each other for being rich. Like, I don't know. I don't care really what it is.
Or then call each other racist because not enough of one color got nominated for something.
Right. And well, at the end of the day, it's stupid. It ends up being stupid. It's almost like, a sports team. Oh, well, we can't let you be the champion. Like, even take boxing. You know what I mean? Too many boxers are black, so we can't let you win this year because we don't have enough Asian boxers winning. Like, yeah. What? If he's the best boxer, he just happens to be the same color that all the other best, then so what? You know what I mean? It's so stupid. It's just so dumb. It's dumb. We need to get back to merit.
And
not
Biden
color.
has nothing to do with the Emmys anyway, so who cares if he wasn't mentioned?
No, yeah, I know. I wonder if that just was a dig at, like if Trump was mentioned or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Because
And a
Trump
lot of
was
these
mentioned. He's mentioned all of them. Trump lives in everybody's head right now.
free,
All these
rent
Trump
free.
derangement syndrome people. Yeah. So that would be curious. But like I said, I don't watch that crap, so I could care less. I don't even know who.
Yeah,
Like I
me
said, I
either.
didn't even know who the Emmys were. I don't know. Were they for
Yeah.
music, singing, acting? Is it just some red carpet
Well,
show where people can spend lots of money to dress up? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Photo ops.
I think Emmys is for acting. I forgot what music is. No, maybe Emmys is. I don't know. Who cares a shit?
Exactly. Exactly. I missed it too. So you know how many times I counted Biden saying zero also because I didn't
Me
watch it.
too. But now this
Exactly.
last
So
headline, I am all for.
don't do it. Senior leaders say soldiers should stop taking mandatory online classes.
I am all in with these. I want to know what senior leaders these ones are because I am all in with these senior leaders. We take so many stupid mandatory training classes online every single year to check a freaking block saying, yep, I trained on this. Yep, I trained on that. Yep, I trained. Stupid. Waste of freaking time.
Right. And I think part of the argument too was a lot of the stuff you're learning is incorporated in some of the actual training you do. So
Well,
you don't have to sit on a computer.
yeah, but these mandatory trainings that I'm talking about are like sharp and sexual harassment and internet security and just I can go in my folder right now and name a whole bunch of stupid trainings I had to take. It's just worthless. It's dumb.
Yeah, I didn't know how to take this at first. I wasn't sure if they were talking about all the woke stuff they're pushing or just in general. But I think from what I saw, I did briefly look at this. I didn't read the whole article, but I briefly looked at it, and I think it was something to do with waste of time taking away from actual training needs that need to be done.
It is. So I just pulled my folder. So I have anti-harassment training. I have anti-terrorism training. I have counterintelligence training. I have courier training. I don't even carry anything that needs courier training. Off-duty and summer safety training. I mean, winter safety. All these stupid trainings we have to do that I do agree that taking away from actual training that needs to happen, like how to fire a weapon. maybe
Right, and
maybe
you know
that
you know
training
what
should.
this is, right? You know what this is? This is every time the government gets involved. This is what the average person does not understand. This is what the average person who's never owned a business, ran a company, or any of that stuff. These people that support Black Lives Matter burning down buildings and oh, they got insurance. They don't understand that. They don't understand that everything the business do and that the government wants their cut, and you have to jump through hoops to go and get your stuff taken care of. These business owners pay a lot of money to government waste and fraud. And that's what's happening right here. This is government waste and fraud. They're
It
wasting
is.
your time with stupid stuff to read. It's just ridiculous. If they want you to have these classes, put them in the bathrooms. And every time you go in, you log in. Whenever you're going to the bathroom, you take 5 minutes class, and then you come back and pick up later on next time you're in the bathroom.
Well, I ain't going to the bathroom then. I'm
Oh,
waiting till after work. I'm waiting
all
till
right.
after
Well,
work to pee.
well, then I guess you don't get the training. You'll never know how to sexually harass somebody.
How not to? Oh wait a
Oh,
minute.
it's not to. Oh, I thought they were
No.
teaching you how to do it. Okay, never mind. Then I guess it's not worth the time. But it's just crazy, dude. It's like the waste, and it's only getting worse, right? With the woke military thing, and I saw something recently too. They were talking about. I think it was an opinion piece, so it's not really a headline. I don't ever consider opinion stuff, But they were talking about. Do you think that the military's recruitment problem is directly related to the wokeness?
No, not at all. Not at all.
No.
Maybe just slightly.
Well, I mean that and the vaccine mandate stuff, the telling people they're terrorists even though they're in the military, if they believe or support one person or not. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Because I tell you right now, I would have been out of the military if I hadn't already been out of the military. I wouldn't be putting up with that nonsense. No way.
You
They would
didn't
have had to
fight one.
kick me
You
out.
didn't fight. You didn't fight one vaccine when you're in the military, did you? You took them
No,
all. You didn't fight
I
one.
did. I did. Right. But the problem is I didn't know. I didn't know what they were putting in me. I was just doing what I was told.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
this whole COVID stuff, though, it was broad daylight in your face. Like these guys literally have no clue what they're doing, and they're just testing it on all of us.
And the thing nowadays, we didn't have social media back when we were in the military. So
right.
And we didn't have news at our fingertips. So when it's so in your face now, it's easier to make an opinion or a decision based
Yeah,
off
and think
information
about
provided
this.
to you.
Think about this. The hypocrites might say whatever they want to say, but this was created under Trump, remember? Trump endorsed this. In fact, the companies and the Democrats tried to suppress it long enough so that they can put it out instead of Trump putting it out. But really, this all happened under Trump. And I support Trump. I'm a Trump supporter. I'm a MAGA extremist or whatever you call him. I don't know whatever being called today, but I support him. And yet I still wouldn't take the vaccine. I wouldn't take it because it was experimental.
Hold on. I got CIA in my ear right now.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I hear some knocking at the door.
My host is a what? I don't know what he said.
We might have to end this one quick because they're probably at the door right now. I don't know, unless that's somebody breaking in.
They sent an IRS agent.
No, that's you gotta wait till taxes are filed for that. Oh no, they'll catch me in the last 5 years, right? I didn't make no money, so I don't know what they're trying to catch me on. But you get what I'm saying, though. That's the hypocrisy of it all. You know, they'll label you one thing, and then all of a sudden, when it comes out a different way, then they try to change. They move the goalposts, they call it, right? They try to
of course,
redefine the word or change the meaning. Or, oh no, we weren't talking about that. We were talking about this. It's garbage, man. I'm kind of tired of these people, but whatever.
Yeah. We always talk politics every single show. Let's get some headlines that has nothing to do with politics.
Can you want to find some?
So we're not talking about politics at all.
Can you find one? I mean, politics is in sports. Politics is in movies. Politics is in my house. Politics is in my friendships and my family. And there's politics in everything. Can't go to a Starbucks without politics. You can't. I mean, you know, like I said, I like some of it. Some of it's fun.
Stores anyway.
Well, Starbucks is fun, dude. I encourage you to go in there.
Or stores anyway.
Right. But I encourage you to go into Starbucks, and you know how they ask you your name. Tell them your name is Daddy. Yeah. I don't know if I told you that before, but
T.
Right. But I like when they say, "Daddy, your order's starting. Daddy, your drink is ready. Daddy," I love it, man.
Do you say that?
Grown men just be like, "Yeah." You see grown men be like, "Oh, so Daddy, drink for Daddy." I'm like, dude, just say it, man.
I know. They're gonna start giving numbers.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the problem. If you use their app or anything, your name automatically populates and all that. But you do get, dude. I think it's like I was looking at it the other day because I stopped in there. I was like, you think you got to spend like $350, and they'll give you $20 off of something. Like, isn't that generous of a $1 billion company?
Good deal. It's a good deal. Let me rush out and buy some expensive coffee.
Yeah, every dollar you get or every dollar you spend is worth $1 in points, and 300 some odd points gets you $20. Crazy, right?
Yeah, I'll just make my own.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Those places are garbage.
I don't even drink coffee that much at all. So.
Yeah, I do for the foo creamer. But anyway, we're way off topic. Let's just get this show off the air here. Thanks again, Nate, for showing up. Again, we appreciate you. Love you. Wouldn't make the show without you because it would just be me and nobody wants to look at me or listen to me. They probably don't listen to me now anyway. But we want to thank you guys out there for watching. All you guys who subscribe and leave comments. I think even though we're leaning away from YouTube, we're probably going to end up being off YouTube at some point. I did see a new subscriber on YouTube. I probably should have made a big deal about it because I think it was like our 100th or something with YouTube. But that's way under the other channels we have, the Rumble and all that. Like 100's really low. So obviously YouTube doesn't promote us anyway. But either way, keep coming, keep joining. And if you don't, move over to Rumble anyway. But most of all, just get your comments in because we do want to hear from you. We want to get you involved. So I'm going to stop babbling. So until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.